We live. What's the deal? It's the boy McClain TV. Told y'all been going live tonight. Y'all requested it. Was about to go to sleep. Like, you know what, man? Can't be letting people down. People are actually looking forward to seeing your big head ass. So we going to be talking about the baby and what's going on with him. What's up with all this jail time stuff he has going on, facing and all this junk. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through a cycle of different rappers who I personally think are under some type of MK Ultra, who are some type of controlled or some type of mind control in the industry. The video gonna be looking off. I'm holding it today. I got the charger in it, so I just can't lean up on nothing. So what's going on with the baby, man? He been having since he got to the game. Something's been off with the dude to me personally. You know, the whole diaper thing. Seems like he's a guy who wants to get a lot of attention, and he has to hold up this gangster image. He always fighting fans and hitting people. I think this sporadic behavior comes with also his influence that he has on the youth. They look up to him, so they're going to do this sporadic behavior as well. It's anything just to mess up society as much as he can. But I'm also wanting to point out the fact that they do this stuff to have an alibi to get locked up so they can go under mind control. One of the patterns I want y'all to think about is with Kodak Black. Now, Kodak Black got on the live and he did this right here. I can't even hold it that long. I used to practice. I can't do it that much longer. But he when I think something was going on with his head. I think they had him on some MK Ultra, and this guy was actually on to. They said that he stole a BMW and went and did a drive. He rented a BMW, went and did a drive by, and got locked up for that. What person in their right sense of mind, right thinking, who has money, will go do something like that? These celebrities have something called handlers. These celebrities go through something, and this is all alleged. You know, I'm not a I can't say I'm not 100%, but the stuff that I research, the stuff that I know so much about, I really do think that that's what they're going through, that they get hypnotized to do some of these stupid things. And he went to jail, of course. And if you think about when Kodak recently put a post up how they're doing him in prison, how he's getting treated in jail, what he's going through, what's happening to him. So he's in jail. He's talking about all this stuff, but I think he's mentioning out a few things. I think that's when his regular psyche kicks in. But that's just them brainwashing him. So when he comes out, he can be like how Gucci Mane is. Gucci Mane sold his soul to the devil years ago. You know, a lot of people don't want to believe it. He was my favorite rapper for a long time, still is. But Gucci Mane sold out a long time ago, but he was a loose cannon and they couldn't control him. He's another one who had the pattern of getting out of jail, going to jail, going to jail, getting out of jail. Then when he went to prison, he came back a totally different man. The same thing with Lil Wayne. I remember when Lil Wayne went and did that stint. He went to jail for a period of time, came back. He getting weird, crazy tattoos in his head and all this other stuff. So I want y'all to pay attention to how these rappers constantly always go to jail. They're not all street dudes. You know what I'm saying? If you are a street dude, you don't have to continue to do street stuff when you come out of jail. So what's going on with the baby? I think he's taking that same path, the same thing Kevin Gates did. Remember Kevin Gates kicked that girl and got like a year for it. He kicked that girl because he already had a record. So they got to build their record up. So when the time something hits them, it sticks, and they got to do time for it. And they go through a series of MK Ultra. You know, I feel personally that's what they're going through. The separates of the baby where his mouth looks wider. Yeah, and then we look at the blonde hair and stuff where they go through that blonde hair ritual. I'm just trying to get to the to just read some of the comments, you know. But let's just keep on going. Tupac did a stint in jail a few times. Snoop, a lot of these rappers, and T.I. went and did it. He went and did a stint in jail. Only rapper who I think went to jail who really went to jail was Boosie. I really feel like when Boosie went to jail, it was really for some jail shit. Like he was real. I feel like Bobby Shmurda is really in jail for some jail shit. I really feel like him. But he could come back and be on some weird stuff. Like they might be doing something to him while he's in there. But I want y'all to pay attention. That's one thing that's going on with the baby that I feel like he's going to jail for that one reason. You know, that's what he's building up to go to jail, do his period of time in jail. You're going to have a free the baby runs, album sales, and plus they get to have their way with him while he's in there. He gets plenty of time to mess with his brain. Yeah, Justin Bieber. I'm glad you brought that up. The Mic Drop podcast. You brought that up with about Justin Bieber, man. Justin Bieber had a video where I want y'all to look this up. I forgot what that video was called, but it's a bunch of flickering images coming at you at 1,000 miles per hour. It's like 1,000,000 images. They said the fans wrote them. If you pause some of those images, it's a bunch of 666, F Jesus, some aliens coming. It's a bunch of bad stuff, man, for real. Justin looks like Ellen for real. Now I think Justin Bieber is a little girl. I think he's a female. He just ain't got man features. Like he got such a small face. I think he's a transgender for real. He just look like a little like he looked like a dyke. You know, you ever seen a dyke? He wears the hair like to me. But if y'all look at Justin Bieber really is down the boys. He had a interview to where he had an owl on his forearm. If y'all know what the owl is Moloch, symbolizes Moloch, the deity that they all worship, aka Baphomet. But he has the owl on his forearm, and the lady's asking him, she said, "Why you get the owl?" He said, "Oh, it's something that's not dealing with you. It doesn't pertain to you. So that's why you can't worry about it." I haven't watched the Weeknd new video. I gotta watch that. It was Where Are You Now? Oh yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah, that's the song called Where Are You Now. Go look that video. I want y'all to look that up. And go watch the video where a dude breaks it down and pause some of those images. Man, it's some of the craziest images you will see. Like, but I really want y'all to start keeping up. If y'all follow these rappers, y'all know there's a pattern with every last single one. The ones that quote unquote serve their soul. The ones who don't sell their soul are in the rap game and they're gone. Cash Out. What song you have? Round with that Nina. He was in, out. Silento, Whip, Nene, biggest song in the world. Where is he at? In, out. You know, Vic, in, out. These rappers come in the game and they leave the game. Sometimes they just can get that mediocre fame. But a lot of them have to go to jail for a certain amount of time. And if they want to, you know, like the big mainstream rappers all go to jail. They all go to jail for some reason. YC gone, Future's old artist. Oh yeah, YC out of here. Talking about racks on racks on racks. Oh, he's gone. He's out of here. He's not gonna sell his soul at all. But and then it's not about selling your soul. It's about the rituals too. Are you gonna be down to go to these parties? Are you gonna be down to go to these fuck parties? Are you gonna be down to do all that? You know, are you gonna be it? A lot of these people do a lot of stuff behind closed doors. Like Cat Williams was talking about Professor Okavi getting fucked. That shit is real. The Weeknd was definitely cloned. He looks like a frog in the video simulating doing psychedelics. Man, all these celebrities, they own something. They really do got cloning out there for real. They really got cloning out there. Like when you donate blood, they're taking your blood and stuff. And I might have a few clones out there of me. You know what I'm saying? People be like, "Oh, you look like such and such." I might have a clone out there. But a lot of people ask me this question: do I believe Gucci Mane's a clone? I do believe Gucci Mane's a clone, or he's up under some type of mind control. It ain't the same Gucci. He ain't even got swag no more. Like he's built right now. Like how is it when you was fat and out of shape, you had more swag and you was more likable than you are when you are in shape? I don't get that. Like usually when you get in shape, we gonna like you more. You know what I'm saying? Not even saying like you more, but we still should be able to fuck with you the same way. How you change your look should not change how we fuck with you. Like I don't fuck with Gucci. I can't listen to his interviews. I can't his whole swag's off. Like, I remember when he was fat, he came in there in the room talking about Nas fucked up in the game right now. Like I used to look up to Gucci so much. I'm like, yo, he's a fat, ugly motherfucker. And he's just himself. So I'm like, damn, that's when I was 18 years old, I seen that. That's what I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, imitate. But now Gucci is like totally different. And before he went to jail, y'all, there was a video he did where he was wearing the Thrasher clothing. Now, none of y'all please don't wear no Thrasher clothing. You know, Thrasher is a satanic clothing line. Please don't wear no Thrasher clothing, no Thrasher clothes. But Gucci had the same outfit that Rihanna and Kanye West had on. It's the pentagram upside down. It got the goat head on one leg, and it has that. And Gucci was in that video. He had the outfit on in the video. And I seen him like, yo, Gucci might be on to something. Then he did the song with Big Sean where they had all the triangles in the back. I like Gucci might be down with them boys. And then y'all know the ice cream tag on his face. The Thunderbolts is SS. I want y'all to go on Google right now and just type in SS and see what comes up. It's going to be like some bolts. It's going to be something dealing with the Nazis. Just type in SS. That's it. And hit enter. It's going to some Nazi shit going to come up. And they're going to have these little lightning bolts. And Gucci had an lightning bolt symbol, that little SS on it. That's what that stuff symbolized. Do you think Andrew Broner is performing rituals, or is he just gay and like kids? I will say this about the Bad Barbie. She is an MK Ultra asset. Why does she have 17 million followers on YouTube? Not just on Instagram. I don't know. She's not that interesting to me. Why so many kids is following her? I don't. I feel like she's misleading the youth. I seen when Bad Barbie came, I noticed I seen more and more ratchet white girls like out of nowhere in like suburban areas. Like you now around where I'm from, this dirty old trailer park where I grew up at, that's normal. We used to that trashy white girl. But I'm seeing these girls in the suburbs saying nigga this and nigga that. I'm like, where is this coming from? So I will say the Bad Barbie, I feel like she's an MK Ultra asset. I want y'all to think a few years ago when she was on her Instagram got hacked and it was a pyramid with the eye in it and it was like red and her Instagram was hacked for like a day, 2 days. Yeah, that was a signal right there. Then she came for the Dr. Phil show. Dr. Phil is a MK Ultra handler. If y'all don't know about Dr. Phil, go look him up. He had these beta slaves on the show one time, and he liked to play these mind games with them. With a girl, he had a girl on the show. He kept asking her these questions, and she was like lost, and she couldn't answer the questions. He just kept asking her the same question. She was like, That's how she was the whole time. I'm like, why is he messing with this girl? And the video was very cringy, and it showed me that Dr. Phil, Oprah are all down with them boys and the MK Ultra handlers. And y'all just follow that show. And Bad Barbie, her storyline, if y'all look it up, it comes from where she was supposedly getting molested by her dad, her stepdad, and her mom kept being with him. So I'm pretty sure they touched on that little girl. I'm pretty sure a lot of them messing around with her. And as far as Adrian Broner, I don't think he's gay. I really feel like he's just a dumb nigga, horny as hell. Seen her pictures. She looked older in her pictures. Now, like no 16-year-old girl need to be dressing like that. So she looked older in her pictures. He just didn't do his research. I really think Adrian Broner fucked up. Now, if it was Floyd Mayweather, I would be like, yeah, he's probably trying to do something because he's just a bigger name. And Mayweather has pictures of him doing this right here. Y'all be careful if he does have pictures of him doing that. So I really think Adrian Broner is just a nigga doing nigga shit. You know, niggas in the hood do this shit all the time, man. When I was in high school, 16-year-old girls are fucking with 25-year-old guys all the time, 30-year-old men all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's just, a lot of people don't want to talk about that. But this stuff goes on every day. Like, there's a lot of pedophiles in these neighborhoods where the dope boys see a thick 16-year-old girl and she mess around with him, and we all kids and we see it, and she telling us she's fucking with a grown man, and her friends are bigger than her, like, oh girl, he got a car and all that. Like, we had this one white girl, she was her name was, I can't say her name, but she was a Magnum cum laude student. You know, I know I'm going off subject, but I'm just talking about, we own the subject. So she's talking to a dude 24, she was 17. Like, this stuff goes on all the time. So I really think Adrian Broner just messed up. Let me go back. Dr. Phil, Ellen DeGeneres, Oprah Winfrey, Steve Harvey, Wendy Williams are all high-ranking handlers. Kanye West's interview on Ellen and Tom Cruise and Kanye West's interview on Ellen and Tom Cruise on Oprah were the most notable. I really believe that. I do think they're high-ranking handlers. Because why is Steve Harvey? He wasn't even that damn funny. Why is he on all this shit, hosting the Oscars and Miss Universe and all this other shit? Why is Steve Harvey doing all that? He ain't even all that damn funny to me. Like, I feel like Steve Harvey trash to me. They be peddling followers on the Instagram pages for real. No way she should have that many. I agree with you, Jay Morris, but I want to give y'all this right here. This right here is something called the bot system. I met a guy who did this job. I said, what's your job, man? What kind of work you do? He said, man, I make fake profiles. I said, man, you lying. Took me to his house, man. He had 4 supercomputers. These are like $5,000 computers a piece. His dude was a shitty ass dude. He lived alone. Shitty ass dude. Didn't have no friends. I'm like the only dude who spoke to the man. I just gave him a ride home one day from work, but you know what I'm saying? Like, he worked a regular job for insurance. I'm like, why you make this much money? But he said, hey, I don't want to pay $10,000 a month for insurance. So he worked a regular job. So I'm like, man, you're making all this money. Show me. So he showed me, and he had these big ass computers, y'all. Like, not the monitors weren't big, but the goddamn, what's the shit they call it? The CPU? That bitch was big. And he like these servers and shit, whatever. He had like his own little hookup. It was just 4 computers. He said, hey, these motherfuckers are making 10,000 Instagram accounts a day, probably more than that. And he said people call him when they want their followers up. They pay him a certain amount and their followers can go up. He said if you want 10,000 followers, it's like $100, $200. If you want 1 million, you want to get to the millies, he said, oh, you want that's like 10, 20 grand. And he said it's crazy. Like, people hit him up all the time to do this. And he told me that it gets deeper. He said that there's warehouses of all these type of computers that he only have access to, where people like celebrities can have access to, and that boosts their fucking numbers up, you know. And it can buy streams, it can download like music. It can make fake profiles. It can do all that shit. It can set up a picture. That's why you can be randomly on the internet and somebody can have a picture of you because it's pulling everybody's pictures and making these profiles. Or sometimes, and once they have it, sometimes they don't even give a picture on them. But yeah, it's called the bot system. That's what he told me, man. It's called the bot system, man. These celebrities use that shit like to their advantage. So there's no reason why Bad Barbie should be getting all these songs she has. I really believe they cloned DMX as well. If y'all look at DMX, when he got out of jail, he looked totally different, he act the same. And why would DMX make a cameo in Bad Barbie's video with Kodak Black? That don't even make any sense. DMX and Bad Barbie don't sound like that should be in the same sentence. That makes sense to y'all? That don't make any sense to me. But I really think they cloned DMX and all that. But I'm getting off topic. We're supposed to be talking about the baby. NBA. I really feel like NBA up next. I think they really want to get rid of NBA. I really think because he had the blood. Oh, he did have his manager killed. So he's safe, but he still has to go up under his MK Ultra. Bernie Mac was like funny to him, yes. Bernie Mac was funny as hell. I think they sacrificed him too. Not even no low key. I really think they sacrificed him because they wanted to. That's have you noticed everybody from the Kings of Comedy blew up? Like DL Hootie got his own show. Steve Harvey's doing his thing. You know, Cedric took the back burner. He just couldn't be there. What'd you think about Boom? Boom Gang is just an idiot who made it big on the internet. You know, he's just a dummy doing stupid things. I don't think he sold his soul because he has Ice JJ Fish fame. You know, Boom Gang can he can't go to Delaware or Maine and the white people know of him. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of white people. A few white kids, but you know, every white person know about who Lil Wayne is. You know what I'm saying? You go to Maine, they're gonna know who Lil Wayne is. They're gonna know who Future is, they're gonna know who Drake. Nobody's gonna know who Boom Gang is because he's not that famous. Like Ugly Guy. Remember Ugly Guy got pulled over, say, I'm Ugly Guy, that cops said nobody knows you. He's not that famous. He did change his name to John Gabbana, but I really feel like he just had he could be an innocent. Like, I'm gonna let y'all know this right here. Instagram followers, Instagrammers, YouTubers, all sell their soul. Everybody sell their soul. Everybody get hit up. You know, the Illuminati, fake Illuminati hit me up in my damn Instagram. Ask me, you want to be down? Nah, nigga, get the fuck out of here, man. Pay you $200 to be down. But YouTubers, PewDiePie, Illuminati, Ninja, Illuminati, big time YouTubers, them little kids opening up little toys and shit, pedophiles be on them, pedophile channels, Instagram people. I think HaHa Davis might have sold his soul. You know, I hate to even go at HaHa Davis like that because I'm a big fan of HaHa Davis. But when you're around Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, you don't just get to be around them. All right, you don't get to just be around Will Smith and all them, and you're just a funny Instagram guy. And you're around Will Smith and them. I'm pretty sure. I hate to say, I hope HaHa Davis didn't do that. You know, he just really works hard. But I'm letting y'all know that Instagram people do sell their soul. John Gabbana, Boom Gang could have possibly sold his soul just to keep his fame. But I personally feel like he's just a dumbass dude and people just start liking him. They do it by birthdays. Do what? Yo, you seen Beatdown Wrestling Channel, bro? It's demons on camera and get out type of rituals on live WWE subliminally. Yeah, now Tycoon B, are you talking about you seen Beatdown Wrestling Channel, bro? It's demons on camera and get out type of rituals on live WWE. Is it WWE or is it a different wrestling channel? Boom just on drugs. T Grizzly out here killing the same car as him. I really, like I said, man, with T Grizzly, it can be going both ways. T Grizzly was really in the streets, but I really feel like when you can drop songs with no hooks and they go platinum multiple times, I think there's somebody helping you out. Like T Grizzly music isn't even all that dope. It's just a bunch of rapping, no hooks, just rapping, just verses. You mean tell me just dropping verses? But they all in it, and people. When I did my video on T Grizzly, a lot of people hit me up from that area. They were like, "There's real shit going on in here, man. There's real shit going on, man. Nigga, why don't these celebrities move?" That's why I'll be like, "Why are you going back home?" And if you why is it only killers make it out? Like, y'all, I know so many talented rappers, but they're not killers, but they're not gonna go nowhere. Like, I don't know, but I really feel like T Grizzly was a sacrifice. I can suck my dick. I really do feel that way. It is what it is. How I feel about Trump, he's a plant. I feel like Trump's a plant. I feel like he's acting it out. He's just a character in the game. Okay, DDG. What is DDG? Nah, I ain't know Boonk had it on his hand. Don Marie, I'm glad you pulled it out. I gotta look that up. I am not know Boonk had the All CNI on his hand, the pyramid tap on his hand. Now, if he has that, y'all, he's down with them boys. And he come off to me as a homosexual. So he might be down with them boys. Nothing against homosexuals, but I will say this right here. When it's up there, they like to do homosexual rituals. When you do homosexual rituals, it pull out different demons and different powers than you do heterosexual rituals. So it's just different. DDG died on December 8, 2019. Hold up, who died? Oh, yeah. He was born on December 2nd, 1998. He died. Oh, they just switched the numbers around. Gematria is literally how they are scripting these events, and when we hear all the storylines we do. Man, they doing this stuff right here is real secretly, real strategic. They ain't playing no games with us. Zachary Hubbard. I gotta look them up. Remember a few years ago, Rihanna met her husband, met her cousin that she didn't see for years. Then a few days later, her cousin mysteriously died. Hell yeah, she sacrificed him. And like I said, y'all, I'm doing the video on sacrificing. I'm halfway done with it. I got a video, 10 hip hop sacrifices. It's coming out, y'all. It's coming out this week. I'm already at number 6. Y'all editing take a long time, like an hour for the video. I only got 15 minutes of the video done. It took me like 3 hours to do all that. So I got that coming. I gotta look at Rihanna talking about how she killed her cousin. Edgerton Washington, I don't know how I feel about him. He receives a ridiculous amount of via Patreon. Who? Chantel Washington. Remember when Adrian Broner was helping his opponent in the ring? I was kind of shocked. I don't know who wrong Adrian Broner, man. He might be up under something. He might be. She said something about no blood in his body, just like Meat said about Little Snoop. Editing is no joke. Hold up. Who said something about no blood in his body? Okay, Rico Gamer, how I feel about Trump? I feel like Trump is a pawn in the game. He's just here to shake up shit. I really feel like every president is just a chess player on the board. I don't feel like they're real. I don't take any of them serious. I feel like they're all actors. I feel like Trump is an actor. He's just playing his part as he chose his role as being a radical president. Oh yeah, Rihanna posted about her cousin. She said she had no blood in her body. Man, y'all, they really be sacrificing people, taking the blood up. They be doing crazy stuff. I really want y'all to pay attention to how these people die. Like, they either die in an explosion, crazy. Nobody just die like a crazy disease out of nowhere. Like, they just miraculously die. You know what I'm saying? Like, out of nowhere, like crazy. Obama, I feel like Obama was the same way, a puppet. I really didn't like Obama anyway. Oh, and I want y'all to, do you think they bathe in blood? I think they drinking and bathing that shit, for real. Especially baby blood, for real. I think they really drink that shit, drink baby blood. They suck their blood out, for real. But I want y'all to think about this right here. Some people, I know somebody came in and said, well, Meg Thee Stallion mom had cancer, so she couldn't have been a blood sacrifice. Why couldn't she be? That makes the sacrifice easier. I'm pretty sure when they come up to the sacrifice, who just text me, bro? Come on, hurry up, bitch. I'm over here I'm trying to get these subscribers up. But yeah, J-Lo drank baby blood. But here what I'm saying is, so when they come at you and say, hey, who could we sacrifice? Do you have any sick relatives? And he be like, oh, my mom's sick. We can get rid of her. Easy. We ain't got to call the hitman up. We ain't got to call the shooter up. We ain't got to stage no fire. Your mom got cancer. That'd be the sacrifice. Can you pull the plug next week? Cool. You know what I'm saying? And then the Migos' grandma died. They probably came up, they said, well, they all probably sat in the room, was like, well, grandma gonna die anyway. You know what I'm saying? She already sick. You know what I mean? You're gonna get these M's, pull the plug on grandma next year, Bad and Bougie go number 1. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just letting y'all know that it's just easier. So when I'll be seeing these celebrities, oh, my dad been suffering for brain cancer all this time, it's miraculously it happened. So they like, hey, who could we? It's like, are y'all really think they're gonna have a rule to saying we need somebody killed, but they can't already be sick? We need to just kill them randomly. We want them shot. No, they want somebody dead. They want them dead. And you supposedly happen. Maybe what happens is they pull the plug. They probably poison them and just say, hey, well, he died of cancer. It's easy. You know, like people be asking me all these questions. I'm like, bro, research yourself and use some common sense. Like, why would they not accept a sacrifice when somebody has brain cancer? Like, come on, man. That is crazy. And Megan Thee Stallion got a brain, boy. She got a daggone noggin. I thought I had a big head. See, my head ain't that big when I zoom out. But Megan Thee Stallion got a head, boy. Like she got a goddamn. I'm looking around for something. I ain't got nothing in my vicinity right now. R.I.P. Donda West. Now is that Kanye West, mama? Miss Dawn Marie? Yeah, they love to throw that cancer out there. May look like a trans. She might be. You met Megan? I have not met Megan Thee Stallion. No, I haven't. But I'm pretty sure her head is big in person as it is. I don't even want to be around these celebrities. I remember when I was a kid, I just want to be around these individuals. I don't want to be around. I don't want to feel that energy. Y'all ever felt negative energy around you? Like I just felt negative individuals. Like I don't even want that, man. I just want to meet them. I don't want to meet them no more. You believe Megan Thee Stallion is a male horse? Hold up. I gotta read this. If you add the dates 12/2/1998, it equals 32. Multiply it equals 6. So he died on. Oh yeah, man. Hey. Hollow A. They ain't playing with these numbers, man. They are all about numerology. I want y'all to go look up. The Washington Monument is 555 feet. That equals out to 6,660 inches. That's not by accident. You know, I was driving down the road. I was coming from Atlanta to North Carolina. And I noticed that in every city, they always do 6 miles to this city and 66 miles to another city. Then again, 6 miles to this city, 36 miles to that city. And I'm like, they doing this stuff on purpose. And it happens all the time. I gotta go I-95 and just see. On I-20. Even on I-95. I'm like, yo, they not playing with these numbers, y'all. When Nipsey died, they wasn't playing with them numbers, man. They really was not playing. I even added up the time when Nipsey died. That he died at 6. Like, they really is not playing. Yeah, boy, y'all look this up, man. And then y'all notice that the earth sits on a 666 axis. Come on, man. They ain't playing with these numbers, man. These elites. Yo, these people are not playing. They are not playing no games. They ain't playing nothing. They really would do this number shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's getting real crazy. Cola is cola. I appreciate it. Cola is cola. So you trying to say that Pepsi and Coca-Cola is the same? Because Cola is cola. Like, I think Pepsi's better. Am I a flat earther? I do believe the earth is flat. I get a lot of flack for that in the real world because I'm not scared to tell somebody to their face I believe the earth is flat. I'll be at work. They be like, you believe the earth is flat? You damn right believe the earth is flat. Why would I not believe? Like, there's no way y'all can get me to believe that I'm on a ball spinning at 1 trillion miles per hour going around the sun and we don't feel it. And it's clearly that there's like the sun moves. So I'm spinning around that much. It does that. Like, you just can't put that in my head. I don't watch too many videos where the balloon flies to the top of the sky and everything looks flat. Like, I get called a dummy. I get called stupid. I get called ignorant. You get called, hey, you don't like science. They never proved that gravity was real. They never proved it. So why would I feel like I'm on a spinning ball? And then we got people in outer space taking pictures. If it's spinning that fast, why the fuck you ain't getting thrown? Like, why the fuck? Like, have y'all ever been on a merry-go-round and that bitch spinning fast and you hop off that bitch, your ass just fly? If something is spinning around at 1 trillion miles, 2,000 miles per hour, that's fucking fast as hell. And then it's going around this big ass sun. And you mean to tell me that satellites can stay in the orbit and you can put somebody right there and they not feeling none of that? Like, it make no sense to me. Get me to believe just that, not the other stuff. Just get me to believe the spinning part. Put the spinning part. Explain this. If somebody can logically explain the spinning part, something spinning 2,000 miles per hour, we don't feel it. We ain't been back to the moon since 1970, and we got flat cell phones. He made a phone call from the moon to the earth in 1970. Explain that to me. Like, nobody can explain that to me. Watch Fame versus Sacrifice. She exposed the industry. Who? David Stern died on January 1st, 2020. Man, David Stern was the old NBA commissioner, right? Yeah. You never see the stars when they take a pic of the earth. It's all fake. Facts. Fame versus Sacrifice is a witch. I gotta check that out. Yeah, man, they be knocking these people off, bro. These people, man, they real strategic when they knock these people off. They real strategic when they knock them off. I'm telling you, man, y'all gotta start watching out. Floto game, bro. World War III is on the way. We gotta start speaking out the air, man. We gotta just like, hey, nah, man. and Juice WRLD rep 999. Juice WRLD was Illuminati, man. Go look up his girlfriend on her Instagram. I forgot her name, but she was she had the pyramid right here in her stomach. Juice WRLD was just surrounded, man. They want to get rid of that kid for the longest. I feel bad for that kid. I hope he fucked a lot of women, man. I hope he had a lot of sex in his life. I hope he did everything he wanted to, because 21 is just too young to die. Like, damn, he missed 40s, 50s. He didn't get to see himself go bald. Like, damn. He did bad. And shouts out to Florida, man. Shouts out to Florida gang. Shouts out to Florida, man. I'm from Florida. I love your video. Shouts out, man. I done smashed about 2 girls from Florida. They moved to North Carolina. One of them had a badass attitude. She talked like, I don't do that over there. No, I don't do my hair. That's how she talked. Like, girl, you talk so ugly. I'm about to just, so I'm about to hit this and leave. You know what I mean? And I had another girl. She didn't talk like that. But I kind of like that ghetto shit. She was cool, but she just had a bad attitude. Like, damn, man, like I'm giving you free rides to work and shit. Why are you talking about? You ain't getting no pussy. Hope you know you ain't getting no pussy. You ain't getting no pussy. I'm like, what? They really? But when she first started talking, I said, yo, y'all really talk like that down there, like for real. I know I'm getting off a topic. It's a video out there where he said Herb got him onto some stronger drugs. Man, they put them boys on psychedelic drugs. Like, let me tell y'all, man, acid is coming to the hood. I want y'all to know that. Who I think that's the next question. But let me get this topic right here off. I got friends now that do acid. When we were growing up, weed was it. Now people are doing cocaine and acid and all. And these psychedelic drugs, different spirits coming to your brain and stuff. You are waking up different more stuff. And you start doing more sporadic shit. Alcohol is just drinking a demon. Doing acid is taking a demon. So now you're taking in all this stuff, you're doing all this shit, and your brain going everywhere, and you ain't got control, you ain't focused. So now more stuff is allowed to come in because you're vulnerable, So that's why these rappers are pushing acid. That's why they pushing stronger drugs. That's why Future came out and said he just tried acid for the first time and it feels good. And my homie called me and said, hey, man, let's try acid. Future said he did acid. I'm like, nigga, I'm not doing no motherfucking acid. So I'm not about to be washing cars for the rest of my life, man. We can't do that. All right, let me look at this. Who you think a good rapper that ain't satanic? Andre 3000 is a devil worshiper. Go look up Chronicles of Judah where he broke down Andre 3000. It's hard because they all worship the devil, man. I'll say Cameron, man. I think Cameron ain't satanic. Even though he probably is, I can't say he ain't. Cameron might be. Damn. Joey Badass down with him. Donald Glover down with him. Chance the Rapper's down with him. I'm trying to think who y'all might think is not satanic. Because they all satanic. Pee Wee Longway. Pee Wee Longway ain't satanic. I think he's dope and he's not satanic. Pee Wee Longway. Our Future, they really down with them boys. I remember Our Future first dropped. They all had the pyramids on their shirt. They was talking about that gay shit. Tyler Creator talking about that gay shit. Like I say, no. Now, I'm not trying to offend homosexuals when I talk about that. What I'm saying is they letting it be known that they are down to do homosexual rituals. Meaning, I don't have to do too many sacrifices if I'm doing homosexual rituals. If they all out doing it, that's all I'm saying. If you are homosexual and you want to do Hollywood, it might be best for you because you ain't gonna be minding doing homosexual rituals. Heterosexual rituals, you can only do so much. I want y'all to go watch Da Vinci Code. Remember at the end when she fucked in front of all them people with the mask on? That's real. You know what I'm saying? That's real. That's really a ritual they do. But guess what? When you fucking a dude or on girl, it's different spirits. It's a whole different ritual. More money. You know what I'm saying? You notice in the porn industry, they pay the gay actors or the girl on girl actresses more money. So it's the same thing with the spirit shit. So when I'm talking about that gay shit, I'm not trying to offend nobody. I'm just saying that's what it is. And that's why they doing it. So when Our Future came out, they was doing it. I knew that they were down with those rituals. You know what I'm saying? And he came out, and Tyler the Creator came out the gate saying F Jesus. You know what I'm saying? F being a good individual. We're going to do this bad shit. Tyler Creator also recently did the blonde hair ritual. Hope y'all seen that. So, you know what I'm saying? Just keep that going. Kodak, they call it spiritual awakening, but they really invite demons. Future is the devil. Facts. That was the case with Michael Jackson. Yeah, yeah, they lace it with fentanyl. Do you think Lauryn Hill is one as well? No, they got rid of Lauryn Hill. They got her out the rap game. Lauryn Hill got out. Yeah, Cameron just sacrificed his girlfriend, and we gotta talk about it. I didn't get a chance to talk about Cameron sacrificing his girlfriend. Cameron girlfriend died of a heart attack. She was 40 something years old. She was in good health. I watched her Instagram. Had a nice ass on her. Not being a pervert, just speaking the truth. And miraculously died of a heart attack. I want y'all to go look up the CIA. Just type in CIA heart attack gun or heart attack weapon, heart attack dart. They got a dart that they can shoot you with, and it make your heart seem like it had a heart attack, and they won't even know. So Cameron homegirl recently died of a heart attack. A lot of these celebrities die of heart attacks in their sleep, and that dart gun been around since like the 80s. So just food for thought. This channel is pure facts. I'm glad I found it. That's what's up. Listen to Harriet Tubman. She by the numbers. Yeah, they are programmed by the CIA. Kyle Kuzma Mates did the blind hair ritual as soon as he heard trade rumors. Facts. He ain't about to get that shit up. Is WWE and UFC Illuminati? The WWE is Illuminati, man. They had a few characters. They had one dude who was Aleister Crowley's name. I forgot what it was. He was something Crowley, Alex Crowley. UFC, Conor McGregor, he's MK Ultra. There's a video of him standing like this right here. You hear a snap, and he's like, and then Dana White is a handler. Go watch, just type in Dana White, handler of Conor McGregor. He be touching his leg and rubbing all on him and stuff. Like, yeah, it's really weird. They use that gun on a lot of people. Yeah, you talking about the heart attack gun? Yes. Kodak Black is trying to wake people up. He's trying, but they gonna get his ass. They gonna clone him. Why do you think rappers don't say they worship the devil? Because worshiping the devil is gonna lose fans. All right, most of the people out here, whether you like it or not, most of them are Christians. You know, by default, you've been taught this stuff their whole life, so you don't want to come out and scare our people. Now, Lil Uzi Vert said he do it all the time. It worked for him, but it can't work for everybody else. And then Lil Uzi Vert sold fan base. And if you have a black fan base, they don't really rock with that devil shit too often. And I knew who was it? I had a homie, man. I used to always tell him, if you're trying to break up with a black girl, just tell her you worship the devil, she's gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? It works 90% of the time. But if you got a black fan base, you can't be like, hey, I worship the devil, because most black people believe or subscribe to Christianity. You think Roddy Ricch sacrificed Nipsey? We talking about this song where he said, "Why legends gotta die young," and Nipsey was on the cover. I feel like he was in the know that Nipsey was gonna die, but Nipsey was Lauren London's sacrifice. Now, he was just letting the world be known like, hey, he's about to die soon. Do you think devil worship will be socially accepted at one point? Yes, I do. Lil Uzi Vert really doubting them boys. Is an interview with Vlad and Little Dirt talking about Newski's death. Does he mean Nipsey's death? The Demon Show, look at his eyes. Now, who's Newski? Now, Chantel Watts, you mean Nipsey? All the shows got inverted crossing. He loves Charles Manson. Yeah, yeah. I think I'm talking about Little Uzi. He's down them boys. Oh, you talking about Kodak Black? Is clone. I think he already is. I think he's clone, man. He's under some MK Ultra, man. I think they got mind control over him. Because I'm telling you, you just don't stare out like this right here. That's like, okay, how would y'all think if right now I'm talking to y'all out of nowhere? I'm like, yeah, man. I can't hold it that long. I'm practicing. It's hard. Newski is Little Dirt cousin. That might be. I'm glad you. Let me write that down. I ain't got a pen, but I'm gonna write that down. For Newski's. That can go on my top 10 hip hop sacrifices. I think he might die at 27. You know, he might die earlier, man. I hate to say it. I hate talking about dying, man. I hate talking about these people dying, but they do it to themselves. I really hate saying that's like you looking at a dude on the block, hey man, you gonna die at 27. That's like fucked up. Like, that's like somebody writing me like, man, you gonna die next year. I hope not, man. Don't knock on some wood, motherfucker. Don't say that about me. Do I like NLE Chopper? No. I'll beat NLE Chopper up and I can't fight. I'll look at him, I'm like, bro, your hands, I guarantee if I shook that nigga hands, his hands feel like he did no work. He just looked like a pussy to me. And you got like this gangster shit. That's like me rapping about gangster shit. I'm the squarest, nicest guy in the world. You know what I'm saying? I'll make music about guns and shit. I just like guns. I buy guns and shit. But I'm not about talking about shooting nobody and murdering motherfuckers. If I talk about killing somebody, the song is from a mindset. He fucked with my kids. But I don't take NLE Chopper serious. I don't like none of his music. He's alright. He alright. These guys ain't creative. But I'm talking about with the music today, people are scared to get creative. They're scared to make songs that's creative. Like, only one who gets creative is Future. Even though he's a devil worshiper, he's Illuminati and all that, he at least goes into the booth and gets creative. I'm So Groovy, creative song. Fed Did a Sweep, creative song. He goes out of his Morilla, creative song. Like, he gets creative with his music. These guys are scared to go out the box. Ski Master Something Glide, I just started listening to him. He's down them boys. NLE, ain't he down, is he? I think he is. I think he gave it. He looked gay to me. I think he's down them boys. I think they all is. Who's XXX Tentacion sacrifice was for? It was for Drake. I feel like his was for Drake. I feel like it was for Drake. Ski Mask. They probably share that up because Drake killed. Like I said, when I do this video with a 10 hip hop balloon and sacrifices, and I get to Drake, Drake killed a lot of people, y'all. Drake is a mass murderer. Who you think gonna sacrifice NBA YoungBoy and blow up after his death? But Birdman already famous. He already gave Kevin Gates the love. I don't know. I don't know who he close to. Like I said, I don't really follow him. He came outside and said it. Yeah, Drake really did say it. Billie Eilish is a devil worshiper. I'm glad you did that, exposing King Raw and Uncut. Oh my bad, y'all. Billie Eilish had the song. Her first lyric was "Lucifer is lonely." You just don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Then the video going viral and shit, and you, not saying y'all in particular, but your peers and other people watching the shit and bigging it up. Like Lil Uzi Vert and Young Thug had that video up. That video was full of satanic. Trippie Redd video, Topanga, man. How y'all even watch that video and not get the chills? I watched Trippie Redd video, Topanga. I'm like, what the fuck is he on? What is this shit right here? I'm like, y'all really into, man, ain't no way. It's just crazy, bro. Oh yeah, I did a video on Jeffrey Epstein. Flood Gang, look that up. Look at what I did on Jeffrey Epstein. I knew about Jeffrey Epstein about 5-6 years. And I knew about him for a minute because I was looking at the Clinton kill list. Y'all go look up Victor Thorne, man. Victor Thorne he wrote books about the Clintons and got murked off. The Clintons is murking people. I don't even like speaking on them. He make sure anybody outside knocking on my door or nothing. You know what I'm saying? That black van pulled up on a nigga the other day. What does black van pull up on me for? You know what I'm saying? That black van, boy, it was two white dudes with shades. It like Agent Smith. They pulled it right beside me. I'm like, but they weren't paying me no mind. I think that black van just saw. I guess I'm just paranoid. But doing these videos, hell, y'all be getting paranoid. Hell yeah. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Shit. But I knew about Jeffrey Epstein for about 5-6 years now because I was looking up Hillary Clinton and the Clinton kill list. It was when her WikiLeaks shit got leaked. And everybody about to testify against her miraculously got murked off. Like they started getting killed. One dude weights fell on his neck. Another dude got blown up. Another person just fell over and died. She killed about 8 people. And that's why the case didn't go nowhere. So when I was reading about them, I found out about Jeffrey Epstein and Orgy Island. And Jeffrey Epstein hanging out with Bill Clinton. And them motherfuckers is flying girls back and forth to the damn island and shit. Like, I knew about that shit for years. And when I seen him in the news getting caught, I'm like, yeah, he's going to die. I knew that was going to happen instantly because he's tied to too many people. So, yeah, I knew about him. Rappers are not an Illuminati. Man, damn. I did a video on it. Most YouTubers are, sadly. Illuminati's a billionaire cub. Yep. Your braids are still doing what? These videos? Man, they better not fuck me, man. Shit. I'm scared of the Clintons. I ain't gonna lie to you, but they laying people down, boy. They like talking about on this channel. They might be, man, balling like talking about them people, but them Clintons is something serious, boy. Was Lucid Dream Illuminati? Hell yeah. And he got raped. He got fucked over because he couldn't even keep the money. So he made that song. He couldn't even keep the money. He was just really talking about the crazy dreams he know. How you knew Epstein? Just looking them up, you know, just reading about them, learning about shit, and then once you learn that all this shit is about a secret pedophile ring and secret people out here, most of this elite shit, most of this shit is really about worshiping a goat and fucking kids. If you really bored and controlling the world, worshiping a goat, fucking kids. That's what it's about. Oh shit. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Goddamn bitch done fuck my live up. I hope she don't watch the shit because she gonna be like, what was you doing? She ain't gonna make it this far in the video. Shit. But anyways, 5% of the US population owns that's facts. Little Snoop was Meek Mill's goddamn sacrifice. Most celebrities was touched sexually as kids. I noticed like most of them. Yeah, most of them was touched as kids. Most of them. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, all this stuff really boiled down to them touching them kids, bro, for real. So that's why me doing all this research, I'm telling you. A bounty of 80 million on his head. He better not come back to North Carolina. That's all I can say. That's all I can say, man. He better not come back to North Carolina. That's all I can say. You know, so I ain't gonna say nothing else on that. But how I feel about it, he better not come back to North Carolina. That's all I can say. Yeah, Meek Mill sold his soul. Meek Mill didn't like him. He overshined him. Yeah, Meek Mill got rid of Little Snoop. I'm telling y'all, man, wait till come out with the with the video, man. I'm dropping this week. It tells you Jesus was a black man. Flood gang, photo gang, hate to tell you, Jesus was not a real. I think Jesus, how I look at Jesus, man, I look at Jesus as I don't even believe it. I feel like he was a dude speaking that real shit, telling y'all same shit I'm doing right now, that they controlling you. You better not do this shit. Don't follow this, and they murked his ass off. All that walking on the water and making the blind see, I feel like they edit that in there so you can follow the doctrine. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not going to just follow it by a dude basically off a word of mouth, because your strongest power is your words. What you speak, this is your strongest power. Your voice is the strongest. That's why they try to silence us every day. Speaking, you can speak stuff into existence. Your strongest words. So I do believe that Jesus was a man speaking that real shit, and they murked his ass off. You know what I'm saying? They tucked him in. You know, and I felt like they put a lot of stuff in the Bible to control people. You know, a lot of people are so stuck on, was Jesus a black person or this right here, instead of in what his name was, instead of talking about what he meant. You know what I'm saying? And what does it mean? You know what I mean? Like just the idea of living right, living clean, meditating. You know what I'm saying? Not doing bad, not judging nobody. People don't want to even think about that. We bypass what it meant. We so focused on, is it true? What Jay was made in this year and all that, and it distracts you from what's really the purpose of it. You know, that's why they put a lot of stuff into the Bible to keep you distracted from all that. You know what I'm saying? Like that junk. But you and Young and Two Town, either you make money from them or sacrifice. I feel like they got Young Pappy out of here too. Who was Young Pappy? I gotta write all this stuff. I gotta look up Little Snooski and Young. Let me get that. Hold on, y'all. Let me get a pen. Write this shit down. Shit. My bad, y'all. My bad. Shit. Y'all about to goddamn. People are leaving the that damn screen. Let me write that down. Little Snooski. Little Dirk. Who's Young Pappy? Young Pappy. I gotta look that up. Call me, bro. How I'm gonna call you with my phone number? I can call you on YouTube. Yeah, but they getting rid of all them. Yeah, the Chicago rappers, man, they be getting rid of them Chicago dudes quick. They be tucking them boys in fast. Look up the microchip on Google. Let me write that down too. Microchip. And we gonna fall for it, you know what I'm saying? My email is patrock1982@gmail.com. PATROCK1982@gmail.com. I'm not born in 1982. I was listening to Lil Wayne at the time, and he said his birthday, and I put it in there. Chicago is Satan land. Man, they do a lot of killing. No, Hollywood is Satan land. That's the lowest chakra on earth. They're putting it in dogs and cats. But they've been putting a chip in dogs and cats for some years now. They've been putting a chip in them for some years. Do I think Fredo Bang and Master P are Illuminati? I think Fredo Bang is, because he had one of his partners get killed. And his music ain't even that hot to me. And I don't know why, but he ain't on the radio though. That's the thing. He's not on the radio. But he's on the streams on iTunes. Master P. Master P came in the era where you didn't have to be Illuminati to get on. See, a lot of guys in the 90s, there were still people who got on who wasn't Illuminati. It just wasn't until the 2010s to where they weaseled all them motherfuckers out and said, hey, y'all, you can't be in, and they just got thicker. They took over. So I don't think Master P is Illuminati. Fred New Song says, I'm a demon. Yeah. You know, NLE ain't signed. I don't even know why he's so hot. Like, what made him dope? I think it's because he just light skinned. He got the look, you know, but his music ain't all that hot to me. It's just a bunch of rapping. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no creativity. I feel like Rich Homie Quan was like the most talented artist we had that came through. Like, he was really talented. I know Fredo, he came to Miami. Somebody said I love that dude. What about you think about Kanika case? They got her so-called story on cable TV right now. Kanika Jenkins, wasn't she the one who organs was missing or something? Man, they really be killing these people kids. A lot of people parents be with the Masons and Eastern Stars and stuff. Dude from Catfish hosting. Hell yeah. YouTube is the same. You didn't have to be with them in the beginning, but now they're filling the real out. Man, y'all really might start following me on other shit. Y'all might do Patreon. Y'all might start going to these other avenues because guys like me is getting wiped out. But I need to build this fan base up, you know, quick, fast, in a hurry. So when they mark my ass off, which I hope they don't, I might be one of the lucky ones. I'm keeping hope. Y'all gonna have to follow me somewhere else. Do I think Boosie Illuminati? No. Boosie never went platinum. Trayvon Martin daddy was a Mason. Y'all know the Power of God channel? Go watch his channel, man. The Power of God did a breakdown on all of them. He did one on Eric Garner. What's that girl name? Who I forgot her name. She died in police custody. But her mama's down with them boys. Trayvon Martin daddy was a Mason. This stuff ain't by accident. Comment my email. I can write a comment. Oh shit. How do I comment? Shit. Fuck. Sandra Bland, that was her name. I don't know how to do it. Oh yeah, I'll do it in the comments after I post the video. I'll do it. Yeah, I feel like the same way 87 Jedi, they pushed me to believe in the white God Jesus, you know. But I really feel like they pushed me to believe that as well. But like I said, it ain't even about what he looked like, what he was, you know. People forget to believe. They don't even read the scriptures of what he was talking about. If you follow, and then what it means to be with Christ. All being with Christ means is not doing no bad shit. It's like this. If you a crackhead, right? You got two crackheads. One went to church and said, hey, I'm going to be with God, got off crack. Another crackhead said, hey, I'm going to start smoking crack. They both get off crack. Was it Jesus or just them saying, hey, I'm not going to do crack? You know what I'm saying? It's all about what you put into it. You know, it's all about a mindset. That's why I said, if y'all stop looking at Jesus as a person and look at Jesus as an idea, a mindset, a concept, you will go on down the right path. As long as you're looking at this person, this individual who came down from the sky is going to save you. I ain't going to say you're going to be lost, but you're just going to be going, not saying going down the wrong path. You're just going to have the wrong idea about it. You got to look at it as a concept. You're going to have too many questions. If you look at Jesus as his real instead of fiction, you're going to have too many unanswered questions. But if you look at it as a concept and say, hey, I'm going to live my life right, you ain't got to answer no questions, because at the end of the day, the only question you want to answer to yourself is, hey, I'm living right. It ain't about what year, what day he was born, what time, you know, what day Jesus, the letter J was here, or if he was really black, or why did Joseph even believe that story? I'd have beat the hell out of my old lady. She told me some crazy shit like that. Like, there'll be all them questions go out the window when you look at Jesus as a concept. As long as you look at him as a real person, that God actually sent his physical form down here and this happened for the world, and Noah's Ark with this big. Now, if you believe all that, that's cool, but I'm letting you know, look at this stuff as a concept. Don't look at it like it's real, man. It's all idea. You guys look at it as a concept, man. Just look at it like that. That's why I ain't trying to steal nobody away from it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to keep it real. read Songs of Solomon. I gotta start reading the Bible too. I like reading religious scripture. You obviously believe in the devil, but not the counterpart. Cut it off. And here's the thing about the devil. I don't believe the devil as this fallen angel from the sky that God made. No, I don't believe in the devil as that concept. I believe the devil is basically as these individuals who worship this deity to give them a pass to do bad. The same way how people can believe in Jesus and do good is the same. They live in this idea that they can control the world, so they do it that way. And they also are believing in the spiritual realm. Now, I do believe that there's higher spirits out there, and I feel like there's other ways of contact. That's why they do all these crazy rituals and stuff. And even with prayer, you know, when you pray this about stuff, things can happen through prayer. So I do feel like there's all different avenues of stuff speaking in it. But I don't believe, let me forget that fact. I've had a lot of people in the comments come at me and talking about, well, you believe in the devil. I do not believe in the devil as this fallen angel that God made and knew all this stuff. I don't believe in that concept. I believe the devil is just, like I said, it's an idea that a bunch of individuals feel like they can just do bad and do wrong. Because when I was a kid, I used to have this crazy fear of the devil and all this other stuff. But once I grew up, like, oh, the nigga ain't real, I never really got bothered by nothing like that. Now, do I believe in that there's evil spirits out there? Yeah. Do I believe that there's spirits, good and evil spirits that's surrounding us? Yes, because we go somewhere when we die in this motherfucker. Whether you like it or not, you go somewhere. So I do believe in spirits and all that. I do believe there's a higher power, a God that created all this stuff. But the stories that we were given, I don't take them into a bunch of consideration. If you read about all these stories, they're all astrology. Every last thing, the story of Horus, the story of all these religious stories is all astrology dealing with the sun, moon, and stars. You know, just had to throw that out there. Caitlyn Jenner's really with the boys. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's all in our heads then, right? Do you believe we go to heaven, we're good, or do you believe we go to hell if we stay on earth? We talking about an idea right now. Can you read from comment from 134? God damn, that's way back there. I don't understand what you're saying. Oh man, how can I break that down? That's had to be another whole nother video. Gotta be a whole nother video, man. Breaking. We don't want to do a live stream on religion and talking about my ideas on how I look at religion and how I look at all the stuff. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm still learning it. You know, I'm still learning every day. But like I said, the stories that we are given, I look at them as them telling me something else. And when you break down all these stories, the story of Horus, the story of Set, the story of El, all them, the stories from Egypt basically made all the religions we have today. The stories from Egypt are about the sun. Horus is the earth, Osiris is the sun, Isis is the moon. You know, if y'all learn about all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? And all those same stories come down here what it is today. So, you know, it's all about sun worship, but you know, it's just a lot of stuff. We not talking about religion and what's given us. Do you get scared making these videos? No, I don't get scared making these videos. We want to talk about what I believe in. Miss Chantel, I'm guessing you a female. You know, you never know nowadays. You might be like, hey, I'm Chantel, but hey, it could be a dude. Hey, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Miss Chantel, what do you believe in? Bro, we were slaves in Egypt. Man, black people been slaves since the beginning of time. No, let me ask this question. Do you believe we go to heaven, we do good? Do you believe we go to hell? I feel like you got to pay for everything you do on this planet. Nothing goes undone. So when you go to this, when you die and come to the spirit world, your ass gonna got them suffer something. I ain't gonna lie to you. You gonna suffer something. You gonna pay for everything. Stuff you think you got away with in this life, you gonna pay. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. So you better do right. You better try to do right every day. And like I said, man, if you look at heaven and hell as a concept, as being alive, think about it like this. Thou shalt not kill, right? If you kill, you go to jail. What is jail like? Hell. If you kill, bad karma comes on you. So if you kill me, somebody might kill you. If you live your life and you doing good all the time, you don't do anything, and don't get me wrong, bad things still can happen to you because you might be paying for sins from your last life. It can be that way. So now if we looking at it like that, heaven and hell as a prescribed to our life, instead of just, hey, when you die, you can go to hell. If you alive and you do bad, you're going to get bad shit. If you a person and you constantly stealing and shit, you finally get caught, bitch, you're going to be in a world of hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. You said you don't believe in Jesus. Like I said, I don't believe in the story of God putting a baby in a woman's stomach. This kid comes out. He do all these miracles, and I don't believe in that story. He died. God sent him down here. He knew this for to die on this cross for our sins. I do not believe in that story. I do believe that there was a man speaking that real shit. Same thing that I'm doing, same thing that a lot of other public speakers do, and they get murked off. I think that happened. I do not prescribe to that story at all, no. Do you think our birthmark is a symbol of how we died in our past life? I heard that before. I'm not scared of hell. I'm scared of the Most High. Man, I'm scared of God for real, man. Let me tell you about God. Well, God don't play, man. He will lay you down. God is not a nice individual. I know y'all be thinking God's nice. God is completely black and white. He has no gray area. He will lay you down, be extra nice to you, be extra evil to you, man. I'm scared of that for real. That's why I'm trying to get my shit together. I'm like, yo, the last thing I want is to be hit by a bus and I gotta bleed out and suffer for 5 minutes. That's the last thing I want. That, even though, yeah, you die, you gotta worry about, but think about suffering for 5 minutes after getting hit by a bus, and then a vulture comes and eat at your face, and then you got a bunch of ants biting you. Like, you get hit by a bus and fall into an ant pile and a vulture eating at you, and you just happen to live through that. God will let you go through that. Like, God don't play no games. He will literally be like, hey, you gonna go through that. You know what I'm saying? For real. So y'all gotta really watch that, man. Like, I really do fear the wrath of God. You so contradictive. I got a lot, man. It's a lot, man, for real. Like I said, man, the way I think about it is we really got to break that down. You think the Boondocks exposing the Illuminati? Yes. The devil can only dwell in one spot. God is everywhere. The devil can be anything, though, because you got, like you said, you got your higher self, you got your lower self. You can be the devil right now. Right now, if you just say, hey, fuck it, I'm gonna go kill my next door neighbor. Was it really the devil, or just you just not thinking straight? You know what I'm saying? That's why if you drink alcohol, you lose control of your brain and you start going everywhere. Like, yeah. How is the Boondocks exposing the people? The Boondocks did a really good job at exposing a lot of people, man, for real. A really good job. Do I think Bigfoot is real? I dated this girl one time who had a big ass fucking foot. She could have been Bigfoot. She had big ass hands. It was a female now. She had a real vagina. This is back in 2010 before all this crazy shit came. But her finger was like this right here. This is her finger, man. Like, but like she had a big ass foot. Like, this girl had a goddamn, she wore my shoe size. I wore like an 11 in men's. She could fit that perfect. I'm like, damn, this girl, she could have been Bigfoot little sister or something. Like, for real. Like, now in that case, yeah, I think Bigfoot real. A lot of you are asleep. A lot of people is asleep. And like I said, y'all, I'm learning about this religious stuff every day. I want y'all to look up Kevin Wesley. He breaks down religion really well. If you having questions about religion, look up Kevin Wesley. Look at Young Pharaoh. Here, they talk about that stuff a lot. Read on your own. And it's up to you what you want to believe. This is your life. If you are comfortable believing in that, cool. But since I was a kid, I always had questions about religion, and I always asked why. Why this and why that? And nobody can give me the answer, so I went out looking for them. That's why I'm here now. So if you are an individual, you have a lot of questions about religion, take an hour out your day every week, read your Bible, study it, break it down, watch other people, listen to radio shows, go to your library, get books, research it, find it in there. When I said I believe in Bigfoot, I was joking. That's all I talked about, that girl, the Bigfoot. Imagine how God feel about slavery. He just sat there and watched it happen. The Quran mentioned Jesus 40 times. If you, I don't know, man. That whole thing about religion is just, it's a lot, bro, for real. Too much sin in this world. Hell yeah. The Boondocks exposing how rappers is gay. Now, the Boondocks, man, exposed a lot of stuff, man, for real. The Boondocks might have the same thing for like the Simpsons had. You know how Simpsons predicted a lot of stuff. Now, my dude said God ain't save us from slavery because who was I watching, man? That said slavery was our punishment for doing all the dumb shit we was doing. Dick Gregory, I think. I don't believe this, but this is what Dick Gregory said. Take it how you want it. Dick Gregory said that God punished us because black people was over there drinking blood, sacrificing humans, doing a bunch of crazy shit, having all types of sex, disemboweling our bodies, putting big chits in our liver, big things in our ear holes, and all types of shit. So us being enslaved was our punishment. Like I told y'all, God is just as much as he's a good God, he's also don't give a damn. He will lay you down. Yeah, people have their own beliefs. Yes, Mr. Mika Brown, you hit it on the head. Religion is a very tough topic to talk about because everybody got their own beliefs. And if you've been believing in something since you was out the vagina till now, it's hard to not prescribe to that. It's really hard, like for real. God said the Jews are going to bondage. I really think black people in America are the real Jews, if you ask me. False gods in Egypt. Hell yeah, man. But shit, it's the boy Dwayne McClain. I'm supposed to be talking about the baby. We said talking about religion stuff. This is my highest my channel, my live ever been. But y'all gotta go. I gotta work in the morning. I see my eyes are turning red. Turning red. I'm about to turn it down. Y'all love y'all. Y'all, do I need to do another live stream tomorrow? Yes or no? Put it in the comment section. You know, we can all go on live every night. Fuck it. Go live every night. Fuck it. But y'all be safe, man. It's the boy Dwayne McClain. Love y'all. Be out.